Hello everyone, welcome to JSP Ambience Luxury. My name is Jenny. I am the owner and creator of JSP Ambience Luxury. Today is our segment called The Strength of a Woman. And before I proceed, I want to use this opportunity to thank all my subscribers. Thank you. I remember when I started a few months ago, like 4 months ago, some people were saying it's not going to be possible. But I want to really thank you for making it possible for me. I know I'm still growing. I have a lot to learn. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And those who subscribed and unsubscribed, I welcome you back. So that's, by the way, thank you so much. So today we're going to be talking about what men do when they have low self-esteem. So what is low self-esteem? Is when someone lacks confidence about who they are and what they can do. They often feel inadequate, unloved, and incompetent. So what do men do when they have low self-esteem? One, they are not happy within themselves, and they do not bring happiness to a relationship. When a man has low self-esteem about himself, he's not happy. He will never be happy because he feels inadequate. He feels unloved. So the love that he has is what he can bring to the relationship. So if he feels unloved, how can he feel unloved and be able to love his family, or be able to love his children, or be able to love his girlfriend or his wife? So when a man have low self-esteem, he is not happy with himself, and he will never be happy with himself until he gets himself taken care of. So another thing is somebody can get low self-esteem from a relationship. A man can get low self-esteem from being in a relationship. There are some relationships that will make you as a man, or maybe your previous relationship or the one that a man is in now, that relationship can make you have low self-esteem about yourself. So in my other video, I'm going to be talking about women low self-esteem, but through this can make being in a bad relationship, being with somebody who nags so much, can make a man have low self-esteem about himself. So another thing is, when a man has low self-esteem about himself, he does not know how to communicate. He does not know how to communicate when he has low self-esteem. That can bring about quarrel, fighting in the house, nagging in the house all the time, because there's no communication. The man does not know how to call the family, or call the wife, or call the girlfriend to be like, sit down, let's have a conversation, because he feels belittled. He feels like nobody can understand him. So there's no, he feels like, I don't know how to put it. He just don't feel like having communication. He just doesn't feel like having conversation with anybody. So number 3 is, they blame their other significant for their misfortunes in life. They make you feel like the problems that they have, you are actually the problem that they have. You are the one that causing their problems, all their misfortunes in life. You are their problem. If it's not you, they will not be where they are now. The reason why they don't have a job is because of you. You didn't get a job for them. Or the reason why they don't have good sex is because you don't give them enough. Or the reason why they are big is because you fed them too much, or you feed them so much. Or the reason why they are skinny, you don't give them food. Or the reason why they didn't go to school is because their parents didn't put them in a good school or in a better school, or you didn't support them. It's always all their misfortunes in life. Even though you met them yesterday, their misfortunes in life, they'll just transfer those misfortunes on you, because they have low self-esteem about themselves. And they want you to also to have low self-esteem. They want you to also be be worthless in life. So let me give you this instance. I used to date somebody. He was, I don't know if he's still a pastor, because they need to take that title away from him. He was a pastor about 7 years ago. And looking at his appearance, he was, a handsome, beautiful man. But inside of him, he had a very bad, low self-esteem about himself. It was just so bad. So he never saw anything good about me, even though when he saw me the first time, he said, "Oh, you were beautiful." Then moving forward, if it was like, you are worthless, you are this, you are that, you are this, you are that, it was just so bad that I said, I can't do this. 6 months into him, I said, I can't do this, because if I'm all this bad, why are you still with me? Why do you still want to pursue this relationship? So I knew that I wasn't the problem, he was the problem, because he had low self-esteem about himself. Because I believe that it's what you see in yourself that you see in people. If you see that in you that you have low self-esteem, you're gonna want everybody to have low self-esteem about themselves. Because sometimes he will be like, "Oh, your friends are not good. Don't talk to Africans. Don't talk to Americans. Don't talk to Asians. Don't talk to Indians. These people are hypocrites. These people are hypocrites." And I'm like, if everybody is bad in the world, then who is good? I know there are bad people out there, but I'm not going to live my life in fear. I'm going to live my life in joy and in happiness until people show me who they are. But he wanted to cut me off from everybody, because he likes to isolate himself, because he doesn't feel, that people are good enough for him. So the problem was actually him and not me. So I had to break up that relationship. So I was having a conversation with my friend today, and I was, going through this topic with him, and he was like, if somebody has low self-esteem, the woman should help him walk through the low self-esteem out with him, and bring out right goals on how to bring the man out of his low self-esteem. So my thing with that is, I can only take a horse to the river. I can't force a horse to drink water. Meaning that, one, the man, first of all, the man has to admit that he has low self-esteem about himself. He has to acknowledge that he has a mental problem, or he has to acknowledge that he has some kind of problem. Then we can write, or we can do some research and see how we can, do something to get him out of it. We can see what we can work together. But some of the peoples, or some of these men that have low self-esteem about themselves, they don't actually believe anything is wrong with them. They want you as a woman to take them as they are. They want you to accept them the way they are. Whether they are bad or they are worse, they just want you to accept them. This is who they are, period. You don't ask any questions. That is a relationship breaker. That's a relationship breaker. So I was telling my friend, I said, yeah, we can talk to you about these are the things that we need to change. We can write down some things down, but it still boils down to that man to want to make changes. It still boils down to that man to sit down and say, I think I have a problem. Let me go and see a psychologist. Let me go and see a therapist. Let me go and see a counselor. Because we cannot do all of those all by ourselves. So that was what I told my friend. So another thing that they do is they only think about themselves. When somebody has a low self-esteem about himself, more often than not, he always think about himself. When he goes out, he will buy stuff for himself. He might think everybody, since he's okay, everybody is okay. Since he's full, everybody is full. Since he's sleeping, everybody should be sleeping. When he's awake, everybody should be awake. He only thinks about himself. When they have low self-esteem, he thinks in his little bubble, in his little world. That's how the whole world is. When he's happy, everybody should be happy. So another point is, when men have low self-esteem about themselves, there's every chances that they don't have goals, they don't have visions, they don't have dreams. There is no excitement with them. There is nothing they are looking forward in life. There is nothing they are aspiring to do. Their thing is, or their mantra is, as it was in the beginning, so it will continue to be. They don't believe in savings. They don't believe in investment. They don't believe in achieving goals. They don't believe in going back to school. They don't believe in buying houses. They don't believe in building houses. They don't believe in education. They don't believe in, certain things that make life exciting. They don't believe in those stuff when they have low self-esteem about themselves, because they think those goals cannot be achieved, or people who have those goals are sick themselves. So they like to go to work, come back home, relax, drink, eat, and sleep. There's nothing at stake for them. They just let life happen to them. They don't go out there and reach out and get life, make things happen for them and for their family. So again, we as a woman, or we as women, we can only help. What you put out for us is what we can help you with. We can't be like, okay, let's do this, let's do that, because we still need that drive from a man to help a man to achieve his goal. If you don't have any goal, how are we going to help you to achieve it? So men with low self-esteem, more often than not, they don't have goals, dreams, and visions. And again, men with low self-esteem, they tend to be negative, and too much negativity in the country, too much negativity in whatever. Sometimes stories that you will tell them, they find negative stuff in stories that you tell them. They don't live in a positive life. They don't live in positive affirmation. They don't live in the present. They don't live being emotionally happy with themselves. They don't live in positive environment. Everything for them is negative. Something is about to happen. Death is coming. Something is about to happen. It's always negative. That's when men have low self-esteem about themselves. All they see is negativity. They don't see positivity around them. And again, men with low self-esteem, they tend to pretend. They tend to pretend a lot. And they are not progressive, like I said, not having goals and visions. And men with low self-esteem, they also have friends that like them. They have friends because the Bible said that iron sharpeneth iron, so does a man sharpen the countenance of his friend. So a man with low self-esteem will want to deal with men that are not achievers, men that can sharpen them, men that cannot brighten their brain, men that cannot brighten their mental faculty. They like their friends to be the same. Maybe friends that just come over, all they do is sit down, drink, and watch football. Sit down, drink, and watch football. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong in sitting down watching football, but when it becomes a lifestyle, when you're not going out there to want to achieve stuff, when you're not going out there to want to go back to school or want to achieve things in life, then that becomes a problem. So men like that have friends that are of equal yoke with them, and they don't associate with the wise. Because I believe when you stand on the shoulders of those who have gone ahead of you, you see farther in life. They don't associate with the wise. They don't associate their friends. I think somebody said that your friends tells a lot about who you are and where your destiny is heading to. Your friends, the people that you hang out with, the people that you mingle with. If you are the smartest person in your group, it then means you're not going to make any headway, because your friends should be people that aspire you in life. So men with low self-esteem don't mingle with the wise. They mingle with people that are on the same level or at the same level with them. So the reason why I'm making this video is for our young ladies to see these qualities, to see these things in men. When you see this stuff in men, is it what you want to go for? Is that what you want to go for? Because I believe you can't fix any man, especially this day and age. You can't fix any man. They have to willingly want to fix themselves. They have to willingly come to a point where they say, I need help, and they go get that help that they need, because you can't keep fixing and fixing. You won't have the time to take care of you. When you see these qualities in men, or in your man, or in your boyfriend, to be run, there is fire on the mountain. Because what you're going to be doing is using your time, your energy to fix them, and they can never be fixed, except they say it's he who needs help that goes to the physician. They have to come to a point where they will tell themselves, I need help. Lord, help me. I need help. Therapist, I need help. Counselor, I need help. They have to come to that place. Your job is not to fix it. That's why I was talking with my friend today. I said, our job is not to fix a man. We can help. Your job is to fix you or go seek help outside. We can take you to the river, but we can't force you to drink water. We can't force you to feel better about yourself. That is your job, to make you happy. That is your job, to have high self-esteem for you. That is your job. Because you see, for me as a woman, I was told in my previous relationship, I was told that I was good for nothing. I was told that I was fat. I was told I was ugly. I was called a monkey. I was told my body parts would never be good for anybody. So when I came out of that my marriage, I thought for a second that was actually true about me. But I had to realize, by listening to people, by reading books, by listening to some motivational teachers, I had to come to the realization that that wasn't me. The person that said what he said to me wanted to bring my self-esteem down, because he has low self-esteem about himself. So he's seeing himself in me. So he wanted to talk me down, but I had to come to a place where I needed help, and I went and got the help that I need. So men, I'm saying, if you see these things in you, yeah, we women, we can help you, but again, it's still you that will take that initiative to say, yes, I need help for the sake of my relationship. I need help for the sake of my marriage. And I'm gonna go get the help that I need. Because I tell people, it's not about you finding the right person. It's about you being the right person. If you discover all these things in you and you say, oh, I'm going to leave this relationship, I'm going to leave this marriage to go marry somebody else, it's a carryover of what you have that you're going to be taking into that relationship. So what you need to do is to deal with you. It is to deal with who you are. That way, even if you want to leave the relationship, you can still leave the relationship, but you leaving the relationship as a better person to that other person that you're going to be meeting. You don't want to leave that relationship as a broken person, as a low self-esteem man. You're going to transfer those things, those negative qualities to your new relationship. And ladies, when you see this stuff, you gotta run. You don't want a man who is talking down on you. You don't want a man who does not know how to communicate. You don't want a man who thinks their misfortunes in life is because of you. You don't want a man who want to bring you down, who make you feel worthless. You don't want a man who is full of negativity. You don't want a man who doesn't have goals, dreams, and visions. That is important for a relationship, to have goals, dreams, and vision for yourself and for the family. Some men don't have goals for themselves. If you don't have goals for yourself, how are you going to have goals for the family? If you don't have dreams and vision for yourself, how are you going to have dreams, goals, and vision for your relationship? So if you know you need help, go get the help that you need for the sake of your relationship. Until we meet again, I have my website, jspambianceluxury.com. That is www.jspambianceluxury.com. We have amazing stuff there. We have our candles, we have our soap, we have men's beard oil. This is fast selling, especially in the shop. This is fast selling. And we have growth oil also. Growth oil, this helps with your braids. If you have braids like this, oh my goodness, it helps to cool your scalp down. Believe me, this is awesome. And you can also visit me in my shop. It's 6719 Reisterstown Road, Baltimore, Maryland 21215. Until I meet you again, remember that the Lord is the strength of a woman, and nobody is going to love you more than you love yourself. Mwah!